Okay, guys, I'm going to do a journal reading. Um, so I've been getting a lot of, what do you call it? Electrical pulses. So I want to see how journal reading does. So here we go. All right, I got my ginkgo. I'm at B-Dubs sitting on the patio. I am so socially B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm so socially awkward. It didn't help the waitress didn't know what she was doing and was nervous. I got half my first beer down. I feel better. Craving a cigarette. Mostly it will help me calm down. Mostly it would go great with this beer. I have no idea what she brought me. Watched a couple guys get pissed at her. I think it's Sam Adams Boston Lager. Haha, that's funny. At least she's smiling. When I first walked up to the restaurant, there were 3 younger black kids sitting at the corner table. A waitress was walking away, and the girl sitting down belted a beautiful ballad of bitch to her. Now having my attention, I looked over just in time to see the waitress walk to the door to enter, and standing there behind this appalled middle-aged white couple with 2 small kids, exclaimed loudly, "Bitch, I got you, bitch, right here, bitch." Whereupon she disappeared into the building to a chaos of beautiful things no one cares to hear when they're enjoying their boneless wings and nachos with their 2 small children. Funny. You know, I'm on another trail right now. What I noticed I've not been doing is reading the historical markers and habitat signs. Occasionally I try, but it's almost as if someone else is reading to me and there's something so pressing on my mind that I don't actually understand a word they are saying. That's a good way to describe how that feels. I try focusing on keywords. Tired, going home, time for a shower and lay down. I don't understand why the front of my right thigh is always either numb or this weird pulled muscle feeling. Always same place on the very front of my thigh. The only difference is how far up and down the thigh it goes. I'm almost constantly aware of it. That's weird. I didn't know that was happening way back then. I still get that all the time on both of my front thighs. And I think I figured out what it is. I could be completely wrong. But after seeing people, after seeing so many threads of different people and things, what I think it is I think it's from putting your cell phone in your pocket. I'm wondering if I had a cell phone back then. Because the only reason I say is, see, this was written, 7 years ago. I didn't remember that I was having that issue back then because I've had it for so long. But I was just telling my younger son a few weeks ago about that, which is very strange to just read that all of a sudden. But I thought it was the only thing that it made sense to me, because it's such a localized weird feeling on both of my front thighs, is nerve damage from carrying my phone in my front pocket. That's the only thing I can think. I could be completely wrong. So I'm back in Pennsylvania. 4th move in 2 months, possibly a record. I've moved a lot, guys, but that was 4 moves in 2 months. That was a lot. It was weird because with what transpired to cause this sudden switch of homesteads, I would think I would be losing it right now, but I'm not. In all actuality, I am doing just fine. The feeling of knowing that you are right where you are supposed to be is the biggest factor in such a smooth transition. That's true. You're always right where you should be. I believe there will not be a tsunami causing me to leave here. When I leave, I know it will be the right time. There is no doubt in my mind. As far as my duration here goes, I must talk to Jeremy and Kristen once I know what I am trying to accomplish while I'm here. Today we go to the river. When we get back, I will transfer my doctors. Then I will start getting my goals together for this new home. Okay, so I have to fill out a 1010 easy form at va.gov. I'll wait and use their computer later. As for what I'm trying to do here at Jeremy's, have to finish my medical screening, get started with psychiatrists and psychologists. I'd still not been to either one at that point. And knowing what I know now, figure out what kind of work I can do. Need to get certified in another occupation, one that is easier. That's right where I'm at right now. God. Oh, fuck! God damn, man. Preferably can work alone, not in charge of anyone, light people interaction. Maybe get a CDL or work Parks and Rec, something along those lines. At the moment, I am incapable of knowing. I can't tell someone something along those lines. At the moment, I am incapable of knowing that I can tell someone, yes, I can work 40 hours a week, and actually being able to do it. That's where I'm at now. I'm able to focus on one task at a time. That's where I'm at. I need to be able to stop what I am doing and focus on breathing at any given moment. That's where I'm at. I will find something. Everything will be okay. And no, I didn't find any work. I could not work while I was up there. That did not happen. And that was the beginning of when I got to my brothers from my sisters. You know, originally I went to my mom's, then I went to my brothers, then I went to my sisters, then I went back to my brothers. So this is when I went, at the very last move, I went back to my brothers. This has been very hard for me. Gave up my job, house, kids, dignity, and life. Yep. Everything. I lost everything. But I'm sitting here now under this huge tree with tire swings on a freshly cut log all by myself, and all I can think about is how grateful I am. I have been forced into being completely honest with myself, which in turn has made me a more honest person. This, I believe, unmasks clarity. Being honest puts me here now trying to figure out my work situation. There are many limits to what I can physically handle, but there are things that I am still able to do. The clarity allows me to think, what do I really want to do out of my available options? Maybe work at a library or a bookstore, morning newspaper delivery, mail carrier. Yeah, I mean, those are all, that's, man, so, I mean, it's like I'm in a fucking time warp right now. Another positive that comes from all this is I'm writing. I enjoy writing. See, that's what I can't do right now, and that's very frustrating. Getting these things out of my head and down on paper. That's why I'm doing this goddamn fucking stupid video shit, because it's got to come out. And I can't write. So you see, I was using the journaling before and it was working. Man, what a fucked up life, dude. Another positive that comes from all this is I'm writing. I enjoy writing. Getting these things out of my head and down on paper is sometimes both exhilarating and relaxing. It's therapeutic. It's honest. What I write is exactly what I'm thinking or feeling at that moment. Sometimes I can't write fast enough. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. That's a good feeling. What do I feel about my little sister? Sorry, maybe there was something more I could have done. I do not want my daughters to grow up to be like that. I raised them so they won't. It's sad to watch someone you love be so miserable, yet they won't get help. It was a good day. Got thrown into a social situation. Went right into emergency mode. Didn't talk, focused eyes on wall, etc. Breathed. After 10 to 20 minutes of this, slowly broke out. Overall, considering I'd give it a 9 out of 10. The hardest part is I feel like all eyes are on me, but if I open my mouth and try saying anything, I will lose focus, forget to breathe, and have to go ghost for the rest of the evening. No, stay focused, quiet, relaxed, and everything will work out fine. So I got thrown into some kind of social situation, and I had, there's a certain way to deal with it. And it's very fucked up, very weird thing to see. If you see someone, all of a sudden just, and they're focusing, they're breathing and doing all these different things. But that's how I was getting through it. And I gave myself a 9 out of 10. I did not detail what happened, but it could be anything, just something little probably. So this morning I'm thinking, why not sell my car and buy a truck trailer combo? I should have fucking done that. I couldn't have done that though. I lost everything. See, this is the thing is this is the thing when I'm in these modes, even though it seems like I'm fine, even though it seems like I'm riding fine, even though I'm verbalizing things fine, that's not the case. I can do trash hauling up here. Their nearest trash facility is supposedly 45 minutes away. I can work by myself on my own schedule. Perfect. I miss my kids. I miss home. The feeling of being home is so calming. I'll be there soon. I transferred my medical records up here this morning. My first doctor's appointment is Wednesday. I need to get on the computer. The sooner I figure out a work situation, the sooner I will feel better about my situation. A truck would really help out. I just need to relax. Haven't been on a hike since Sunday. I need to talk to Jeremy. Just want to clear out this clutter in my head on how to start out here. Need to unpack. I still haven't even unpacked. Figure out disability, which I never even got anything. Guys, I've never taken anything. I know, fuck the government. Fuck these cocksuckers. They can keep all they want. I've never gotten anything from other than terrible fucking healthcare that almost killed me. In a complete waste of fucking time. I mean, you figure all the goddamn time and miles and gas and trouble and fucking, yeah. Figure out work for it, figure out my car. I'm in sort of a time warp. At least it feels like I'm slowly moving through what's going on at warp speed around me. That's how it feels now. I'm aware it's like everything's just moving so fast. It's like I got my own little fucking bubble that I'm living in, man, because I can't move that fast. I'm aware of the enormosity of it all. Yet to truly understand it, I must focus on every single building block. When I sit back and watch it all go on around me with the disinterest of what happens with that particular situation, I can move through many of these situations at a time as long as there is nothing trying to peg me down and make me a part of one of these situations.
Oh, that's interesting.
Huh. Yeah, I'm good at fucking explaining things. So I can be perfectly normal in a comfortable... Okay, I wrote this with a question mark. So I can be perfectly normal in a comfortable social situation? Sometimes with a select few family and friends. I would like to be comfortable interacting socially again. Okay, so basically at that time I was pretty much where I'm at now, but I was probably a little further along. Most definitely a lot further along. And this was probably close to a year after, if not a year after my head injury. Yeah. Yeah, probably. So, probably like 8 months, I'm guessing. 8 months after my head injury was when I was writing this, what I'm reading right now. So for me to be 2.5 months in on this one and be almost as far in the healing phase as it took me 8.5, 9 months to be last time is pretty good. That's speed healing. That's the kind of speed healing I'm talking about. Okay, I would like to be comfortable interacting socially again. Just having that back alone will broaden the scope of work I am capable of right now. So you can see even back then, that's the only thing I just needed to get back to work. Guys, that's all I've known. That's all I've done. That's all I'm good for. That's all I contribute. That's it. So when you take that away from me, what do? The fuck do you do? I feel useless when I am not working. Even if you're working and can't keep up, at least you're moving. An object at rest stays at rest. Motion is good for me, but at my pace. I'm right where I'm supposed to be right now, and I am at peace with that. Now I over-account for steadfastness. What? I'm supposed to be right now, and I'm at peace with that. Now I over-account for steadfastness. I'm always on point. So I need to relax and realize I'm doing everything I can. If there's anything more I can do at this moment, please share. Right? Fuck, dude. And what I've learned is not to ask these people to please share, because I don't give a fuck what you have to say. I'm obviously taking care of my fucking self. I'm constantly in between this feeling of uselessness and the inability to do anything. I am constantly in between this feeling of uselessness and the inability to do anything. Yes. Man, and is that fucking frustrating. Jaw's starting to go. The feeling of complete uselessness should be a motivating factor. Do something. Okay, what am I capable of doing right now? The answer is usually not much. The inability of doing most things most of the time is a very dictatorial situation, one where you constantly are sending requests to the top for mission capability assessments. How are the legs feeling? Is the core stabilized? Are all the messages getting through the top? If a unit is operating at 40% of mission ready, you don't send them out. Good way to describe it. Yeah, if you're only 40% mission ready, you are mission ready. You know? Okay, doctor's appointment tomorrow. I need to figure out the following. Okay, now this, I need to figure out the GI, that's the gastro, the TBI, hormone levels, extensive blood work, inner ear, psychiatrist, psychologist, disability, eyes, right testes. I had a lump in my testes, and stool sample. I told you guys. I told you motherfuckers I got everything fucking tested. But like I said, man, these cocksuckers, these fuckers can read it wrong. They cannot know what they're doing. Like I said, I mean, these motherfuckers, they don't like me. The hospitals, they already know me. Because they pencil in, they put their notes in there. They know who I am when I walk through that fucking door. They don't want to see me. They don't want me in there. They don't want anything to do with me. So it becomes a cock game when you sit there and you tell a doctor to his face what you think is wrong with you and how you want him to proceed. And all of a sudden that cocksucker, it's like, I'll show this motherfucker, so, that happens. It happens all the time. Doctors are people, guys. And doctors, there's a lot of doctors that are neurotic, that think that it's all about them, that they know everything. So, you got to consider that too. Just getting completely fucked over. Keep on reading. Let's break this up.